Well, howdy, Easterlingers. Today we're going to be painting the first abomination from Undead or Alive Zombicide, who's primed in Brain Matter Beige from the Army Painter. Yes, this is their brand new primer. We're testing it. We're testing it with contrast shades and paints first. We will be trying to Brain Matter Beige again later on with some speed paints on some of the zombies and some of the heroes. But for now, we're doing this big abomination called the Bowler Hat. Alright, so we're starting off with all his skin, and in the artwork he actually has some pretty human-esque skin, not very zombie-like. So we're using Reikland Flesh Shade on all his flesh. We're trying not to get any of the fabric or the tissues like our shirt that's been ripped off on his chest and all that, or his arms, because we're going to be putting another shade on top of that, and we don't want it to kind of like take over or be darker or be weirder. But I mean, it's not a big deal if you do. If you hit some of it, it's not a big deal. You can always go over it with some Brain Matter Beige. It's a 100 color match to their war paint and their primer, so you can just touch up anything you need to do. And if you guys are looking forward to seeing more Zombicide Undead or Alive on the channel, don't look any further. Hit that subscribe button because there will be more coming. I'm going to be jumping between all sorts of board games now, not just sticking to one, and having a lot of fun with this. Anyways, I'm looking forward to actually painting up Undead or Alive because I actually am forward to playing it more often. So yeah, I want to get these guys on the table. I actually prepared his base too with some Sandy Desert by AK Interactive, I believe. I don't think it's Vallejo. I don't remember which one it is. Anyways, dry brush now, some Eldar Flesh. This is Citadel dry paint. And we're just going to be getting this on the raised edges, trying not to touch too much of the other stuff. I mean, if you do, it doesn't matter because the shades and contrast paints will just cover it up and get another color going. Some Druchii Violet. Now, I'm not even sure how to say it. Druchii Violet? I don't know. Anyways, putting this on his shirt. I didn't want it too purple. I wanted just a nice light purple, like in the artwork. It's like he had this nice dress shirt on, and then he turned into this abomination, and it just ripped like the Incredible Hulk kind of thing. Some of it is all wrapped around his, like those big bony spikes sticking out. He's got little threads on his arms. He's got more of the shirt dangling down onto his pants, between his crotch area and all that. So just keep an eye on all that and just follow along, and hope you're enjoying. Hit that like button if you are enjoying these videos, and like I said, more Undead or Alive is coming to the channel. So again, hit that subscribe button. And I don't know if you guys have tried the new Brain Matter Beige primer, but it's a good off-white color. So I think it's going to be good with the speed paints. The contrast paints and the shades are doing pretty good so far. Well, so far it's just shades. I haven't even used the contrast yet. But speaking of contrast, we're using Beal Tan Green. Actually, that is not a contrast, that is another shade. And funnily enough, I have never used this before. The container was still closed. I can't believe I've never used this. And I don't think I should have used it. It's a little light, a little pastel-y to me. But anyways, here comes Skeleton Horde now. We're doing his big claws. We're going to do his teeth. Nothing more on Skeleton Horde. Oh yeah, I decided to do the tips of those big bony spikes because just to give it a little bit different color. Some Black Legion now for his hair. This is another contrast paint, and on the Brain Matter Beige it does a pretty good job. Like I said, it acts almost like a white or an off-white color, so with speed paints and contrast paints, game inks, I think it'll work really good. Some Rattling Grime now, another contrast paint by Citadel. We're going to be doing his gloves, we're going to be doing his belt, his gun holster, and even his little boots that are all torn up and ripped to shreds because of him growing into this abomination of a thing. Yeah, so I don't have much more to say on that Rattling Grime, so I'll just let you guys enjoy the music and enjoy this part of the painting. Alright, some Volupus Pink now on his tongue. Pretty simple, not more there. Some Flesh Terrors Red now for that nice little scarf he's wearing. I like that. I like the little finishing touches they put on their miniatures. Luxian Purple now for his bowler hat, his actual hat. So that's what's kind of cool. They actually call this guy the bowler hat abomination. And then just to finish off that base, we're gonna put some Agaras dunes down there all over the place, and with the brain matter beige on top of that sandy desert, I find it does a good job looking almost like a Wild West terrain. I'm gonna actually add some puddles of swamp green, which is an AK Interactive paint. And here we're having some fun with some blood for the blood god. I'm actually using a air spray gun or a can of spray there, air spray, and just taking some blood on a brush and then just shoom, you know, blowing it onto the miniature, giving it a cool blood splatter effect. I don't know if you can see it too well there, but there you have it, folks. The very first abomination from Undead or Alive. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you all in the next one.